Definitely the Sizzling Summer Bash, and guess what? It's coming back up again.
And
July 24th.
Doc Gayton's made an announcement. Last year's main event that involved Bryan Danielson was a fatal four-way elimination match. Came down to Kyle Matthews and Bryan Danielson. We don't know much more right now because Doc Gayton hasn't told us yet. I'm sure we'll be finding it out on future editions of Rampage Television. But we do know this, that when we are here on the 24th at 2 p.m. at Johnny G's for Sizzling Summer Bash, we're going to have another four-way elimination. I think that's going to become a signature match for Sizzling Summer Bash.
And what a great matchup that was, and he promises an even better bash this year. So fans, if you have not made plans, the Sizzling Summer Bash is the place to be on Sunday afternoon, July 24th. Good kick out there by Christian, but it was right back in with that rear chin lock, cutting off that air supply. Good control move here.
Well, then our next TV taping after Sizzling Summer Bash is that first weekend in August, and we know what's going on then. Also in the city of Atlanta, there's going to be that NWA Legends Fan Fest that everybody's been looking forward to.
Absolutely, and lots of rumors flying around right now as to who from the NWA will be coming down the road to Warner Robins, Georgia. Perhaps the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, and negotiations are underway.
Well, even that is a little bit shaky right now because, and I just, prior to this telecast, in fact, received a phone call from Executive Director Bob Trovich, and I've been notified by the Executive Director that because the Sheik was refusing to wrestle Adam Pearce in Ohio at the State Fair show on the 31st of July, the Sheik has been stripped of the NWA World Heavyweight title, and on the 31st, on that show in Ohio, Adam Pearce, the former three-time champion, will face the current NWA North American champion, Sean Tempers, and the current NWA national champion, Chance Prophet, in a three-way match between the top contenders for the heavyweight title. So one of those three men, when they come to Atlanta, will be the heavyweight champion.
Wow, lots of news going on with the National Wrestling Alliance, of course, the oldest governing body in professional wrestling, the NWA, where you see the very finest in professional wrestling. Rampage Pro Wrestling is happy to be under that umbrella, and also happy to be now under the direction of our new general manager, Dr. Johnny Gates.
Certainly that's going to make things a little easier for you and me, I know for sure, because
you got fired a couple weeks ago. You're still here.
I'm not quite fired.
Sal Rinauro was going into a firing spree, as you saw on the RPW program. Was firing everybody he saw, I think. The only reason he didn't fire me is he didn't see me.
You were hiding.
But the only one person that got fired was Sal Rinauro, and as you said, not from being a wrestler, but his responsibilities as general manager have ended.
Well, I'm pretty sure if I know Doc Gayton, he's tempted to fire Sal Rinauro entirely, but I know there's a few wrestlers out there. Kyle Matthews, definitely one of those wrestlers who want a piece of Sal Rinauro.
Had a steel cage door slammed into his head. Talk about betrayal.
Exactly so. So firing him, that's not enough punishment. The greater punishment is getting him into the ring with Kyle Matthews. And you know what? Like I said, that's a main event that Doc Gayton has ordered on an upcoming television.
Can't wait for that. Be sure to stay tuned to Fox 24, Cox Communications 11, and My41 TV for Rampage Pro Wrestling. You can always go to RampageProWrestling.net for more information. And right now it is Christian not giving up, not being beaten down completely, not able to pin him. Anthony Andrews going out for a submission hold.
That's actually an effective move. He's not going to be able to hold that other than for a 5 count, but for that period of time, that was devastating. Had his throat over the ropes and had him in a full Nelson at the same time, putting a lot of pressure on that neck while cutting off the wind. Effective move. This is about as brutal as we've seen Andrews.
I think he's realizing this is not going to be an easy win for him. And, you know, anytime you come in new, a new face from another area, you want to prove yourself. And there's no way that Lance Christian's going to just lay down and die. He's going to do his best. And right now he is in a bad way. But as of yet, Anthony Andrews has not got the pinfall.
No, it appears not. And I wouldn't, if I were Andrews, I wouldn't be hesitating at this point. I'd keep pressure on this young Lance Christian. This is a good-looking athlete out here. Obviously, you spent a lot of time in the gym. I don't think Andrews should be selling him short. He's got to keep the pressure on him and hope to be able to get the pinfall in this particular match, which is going to be no easy feat.
Got the snap mare, then put that back knee right back into his back and controlling him again with that rear chin lock. And again, cutting off that air supply. But you see Christian now trying to fight back to one leg. He's back up on his knee now. And now it's Lance Christian with an elbow to the midsection. And another trying to escape the hold. Forearm smash now, a couple by Lance. Kind of weak because the man has had a lot of power taken out of him.
Good drop kick there. That was awesome.
Caught
Nice.
him with that leg lariat. What a maneuver there. And it is Anthony Andrews, not knowing where he is, picks him up now. Looks like maybe a running Bulldog power slam and caught him.
No, referee says only 2. I thought he had a 3 count there, Ben.
I thought we had a signature move there from this young man, Lance Christian. He's impressed me with his resilience in the ring here with Anthony Andrews. You are watching Rampage Pro Wrestling Rewind. Hope you join us each and every week for our fast-paced program, giving you all the latest details on Rampage Pro Wrestling. What a haymaker by Lance Christian, and Anthony Andrews goes out of the ring.
Well, that's the safest place to be right now at this particular time, but that's allowing him to buy time. And once again, he's going for that trophy. And he swings and misses on that one. Cut off there. Referee needs to get involved in this thing right here. Needs to show a little bit of authority. Now Christian has got a hold of it. Now the referee does it.
Schoolboy rolls him up from behind, and now using the ropes for leverage, and Anthony Andrews couldn't get it done any other way. I'm not even sure the guy's shoulders were down.
Well, it appears the referee thought they were. Got to give Anthony Andrews credit. He may have done everything possible to cheat to win, but by golly, he did.
Once again, that trophy comes into play. We've seen that happen several times before. And Anthony Andrews is the winner, if you want to call it that. In my opinion, and I was watching this whole match, he had a rough time there with Lance Christian.
Very much so, and you can see he's celebrating, enjoying some water, displaying his trophy. Good performance by Lance Christian. I hope we see more of him. Wait a minute, now Andrews getting into the face again of Chris the Cop. I have no idea why he continues to bait this officer.
I think he feels safe that Chris won't spitting in his face. Now, whether he's a cop or not, he's a man, and that is insulting to the man.
But he just raced into the ring right here. Wait a minute, Marvelous Michael Stevens is headed out here, and he seems to be cutting him off. That's, I'm not sure
you don't want
that
Chris to lose his job as a police officer, and that could threaten his license as an officer.
Crowd right here is on their feet in shock. I don't think anybody expected that to happen. I don't know what's going on with Anthony Andrews, but that clearly is a mistake, but so was Chris. Chris jumping over into the ring. He should not have done that at this point. There are going to be ramifications for that, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
If he's going to jump into the ring, by golly, he's going to have to get trained as a professional wrestler. That's all I'm saying, Ben.
And Anthony Andrews may be barking up the wrong tree. I don't know. Chris looks to be in good shape. He's not a wrestler, but you saw Anthony Andrews spitting in the man's face. Certainly got the reaction I'm sure that he was looking for. But
and they're taking him to the back into the locker room now. We're going to have to try to find out what's going to be going on with this, but I have a feeling Andrews just made a major mistake.
Absolutely, and I think Chris may have as well. We'll be back. More Rampage Rewind coming up.